Yeah, you are tuned in to Offering Something. I am your host, Michael Bernier, feeling so good to be alive. You know I love you for watching the show. That is the truth. If you're tuning in on YouTube, click on that subscribe button. You know you can also check the show on that Plymouth Rock TV channel, on Amazon Fire, Apple TV, Roku TV, Distro TV, all of that. Yeah. Offering Something brought to you with support from our super sweet friends at Enjoy Your Life brand, Riverwalk Brewing Company, and the Higher Education, Music, and Arts Festival. Oh, yeah. We got a sun-shining episode in store for you today with a guest who is a creative thinker, a vibe and scene creator, an entrepreneur, a visionary, an executor of enrichment, an intelligent individual, and a go-getter girl. It is with so much pleasure that I introduce to you Suzi Maitland. Hello, Suzi.
Hey, Michael. How are you, babes?
Good. I'm so excited.
That was a good intro. Thanks. Feeling good.
Excited to have you here in the room. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right. Here we are. So, who are you, Suzi? Let's start more so with, where are you from, my friend?
I was like, that's a really
Place
big
of birth,
question.
Yeah. Where were you brought into this beautiful world?
I was brought into this world in Tacoma, Washington.
Really?
Yeah. My dad was in the Army, so we moved around a bit but literally settled in Florida and spent most of my life in Tallahassee, Florida.
So you started in Tacoma. What were some of the places along the way?
We moved to Germany, then we moved to Maryland.
Like Heidelberg?
Oh, God, I don't know. I was like,
Mannheim?
I was a
you
little.
were little, yeah, okay.
It's weird, though. I can remember smells and I can remember tastes, but I can't remember anything else. My parents were like, no, you couldn't remember. I'm like, I'm telling you.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
Germany is, especially at Christmas time, it is lit. So,
Wow.
But yeah, and then Rockville, Maryland for a couple years.
Right on.
And then we moved down to Tallahassee, got in our Winnebago or minivan and just left, you know?
So how old are you when you get to Tallahassee?
God, I think I was 8.
You were 8 years old.
Yeah, I was little.
Running with a dime. Yeah, it's a Bruce Springsteen song.
Keep singing.
Hometown. All right, so here we are in Tallahassee. We're 8 years old. You have some brothers and sisters, cousins?
I do.
Parents?
I have an older sister, and my brother was like almost about to be born when we moved to Tallahassee. So, and then I have a younger stepsister as well.
And you like them?
I love them. They are my closest. They are my besties. Yeah.
So you had
absolutely
a quality upbringing. You're happy with the way that it went down?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, and I don't think everyone's 100%. No, I mean, I'm still here, so that's a good sign.
That's good. So happy girl, and you go to high school.
Yeah.
Happy experience.
Happy experience.
And then college happens. Where do you go to college?
Oh.
I'm assuming you go to college.
I did go to college.
Okay.
I went to college. I probably shouldn't have gone to college.
You shouldn't have gone to college.
I shouldn't have. You know.
Why do you say that?
Sorry,
Before you tell me
Mom
where.
and Dad. Just, you know, I didn't really study the way I should have. I kind of, you know, I graduated, but I should have just kind of.
You found yourself more so in the social scene? Was there partying?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
But it was a good time. The memories.
Oh, the memories are great.
shared.
I met some of the best people in the entire world.
As far as
that time.
the education and the higher learning part of it, whatever.
That was, yeah right. That was also wonderful. But I should have just dropped out and gone to culinary school.
What was the concentration when you were in, what college was it? Did we say
it was University of Georgia.
Of Georgia.
So Athens, Georgia, man. That's not. It's a hard place to study.
Wow.
It's a fun town.
Yeah.
Too fun. Yeah.
And what was your concentration there, your major?
Art history with a minor in Italian. What are you going to do with that?
What are you going to do? You know what?
I don't know.
I'm
I just
looking for somebody
like
with a lot of knowledge in art history that can speak Italian for this next position we're about to
You guys,
open.
we got that. Look to me. Yeah, you know, I found things I loved, and that's, you know, what I choose to do in life is always surround myself with things I love.
So while you were in college doing that, having a good time, what are your hobbies? What are the things that you find yourself being passionate about?
Actually, cooking.
Cooking.
Yeah, I was cooking a lot.
Cooking in the dorm rooms?
Well, in apartments, yeah.
In apartments.
I would actually.
You were not in the dorms. You were in the apartments.
Well, the first year I was in a dorm.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it was like, get me out of here. I need to cram in with like 7 different people in one apartment. You know how that is.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I just loved cooking, and I would, we'd throw parties, and I would cook big feasts, and that's, when I decided I wanted to cook.
All right. So then you leave college.
Mm-hmm.
You do nothing with that major. No. You realize, I love cooking. Why don't I just cook? Let's make this a real thing.
Yeah.
And you then go to culinary school. Does that happen?
I kind of know for a
Take
while.
Some classes.
I took
programs,
some time off and just worked.
Time off. And what kind of work did you do in that time off?
Office work, trying to figure it out, trying to save up money to actually move. I wanted to move to a big city.
So when did it click? You're like, all right, I'm ready to start cooking.
Yeah.
And even further than that, I want to open my own business.
Spot.
Yeah, my own restaurant.
I
When
think
did those
I was
thoughts?
23 when I
23
started.
years old.
I moved up here. Yeah, I moved up to Boston.
Moved up to Boston.
Took a year of culinary classes, and then just started jumping in and working in a couple different places, and just my career kind of just steamrolled from there. I never had. I never had this whole I want to own a giant restaurant vibe about it. I just wanted to learn as much as I possibly could.
So how does it transition from working here and there in Boston to
all of a sudden,
all of a sudden even having because you're not at home where your family is, you're out here. All of a sudden, putting yourself in position to be able to open a restaurant where things are that secure in your world. How long does that take?
That
23
took
and
about 10. No, that took me about 10 years to really get to the point. I've met my good friend and business partner Bo Sturm and his wife Trina working at a.
What's his last name?
Sturm.
Bo Sturm.
Bo Sturm.
I love you, Bo Sturm. I don't know you, but I'm sure I do.
You would love him.
Big Bo, yeah.
And, just they took me under their wing and brought me on, and I became their chef. And then it just steamrolled. We kept opening more spots and more spots. And then, they were like, hey, we're going to open a spot in Newburyport. Come up there and be one of the owners. And I said, okay. Packed a bag.
I'm into this.
Yeah. I was like, oh, absolutely.
So in comes the world of being an entrepreneur and owner of a business. Is there any history of this with your family that you love so much? Are they entrepreneurs?
My dad has his own practice, and my brother and sister, both sisters, all could just work, find their passion.
Yeah.
My sister's in homeopathic. My brother's a brewer. And my other sister is in nursing school. So,
there it is.
Yeah.
What's your other brother brewing? What's he brewing, brother?
So he is at Upslope in Colorado.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Look
He's
at that.
been there. I know.
Spread out around the country.
Yeah.
They're not all Maitlands. What's
They're not
their
all
name?
Maitlands. There's a Isolda and Prisby as well.
Prisby, Isolda.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at these beautiful people in your family here. So,
they're awesome.
Let's just make this clear. So you, at this point in your life, you are the owner of Paddle Inn in Newburyport, Massachusetts. Is there others involved that you're?
Yeah. So we have a Starlite management company that we've created off of our first restaurant, Starlite, Trina Starlite Lounge in Somerville.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we have Parlor Sports. And then Audubon Boston.
Where's Parlor Sports?
It's right next to Starlite. So Starlite was this big building that had 2 sides. Half of it's in Cambridge and half is in Somerville. So we went through a couple different things. We had 2 bars for a while, and then they had a really great idea just to make it a sports bar, because what happens when there's sports, nobody goes out. They're all sitting at home for big games and stuff.
Yeah.
So, it's a great spot and amazing staff, and they've really made it something special.
So was the first spot here in Newburyport?
No, the first spot was in Somerville.
Okay.
It was Trina Starlight Lounge.
So let's talk about that. From that first period of opening that restaurant, the first 6 months there, what did you learn then that was unexpected? You're like, wow, that is not how I saw things going. I'm glad that I've experienced this. And now you're still applying it all these years later.
Well, honestly, I was just supposed to go and help flip some burgers. I was like, Trina and Bo was like, just come, I was like, I didn't know what my next step was. He's like, just come flip burgers, will be fine.
Just flip the burgers.
He's like, we have a consulting chef who is awesome. His name's Greg Reeves. He owns his own spot in Central Viale, just in case you guys want to go there.
Yeah. Yalla.
It's so good. But he just, with his other restaurant, didn't have time to actually do most of the cooking, and somehow I stepped in and just took over. Yeah. And within a couple months, I was like, I'm not ready for this. And I'm not ready to be the leader. Sudden. I was just here to chill out for a while and think about my next life goals. And they're like, oh no, congratulations, you're the chef, and here's an apron, and here's a spatula, and go. And I was like, what?
So that was just kind of unexpected. All of a sudden, leadership role. Oh.
Yeah, you just kind of always roll with it, right?
Yeah. Unless you're not happy
it's
with
not,
it.
Unless it's not the right spot.
You don't do something
you can't go
tomorrow,
wrong with these
today that you dislike. You don't do that again tomorrow. I kind of have this principle.
No. No. You just you can walk away.
Don't do that again.
Yeah, exactly.
So as these restaurants start to, there's one and then there's two. Do you learn are you trying to duplicate this spot, or when you have one restaurant, you're like, oh, you know what would be a great idea? We should do this for the next spot. Or would you rather just be able to duplicate the exact same place again and again?
No. For me, no.
Okay.
It's boring.
Right.
I mean, you start we're very much a seasonal place. Every place we have, because it's just, people come in and they see it once or twice a week at the most, but when you're doing every day, day in and day out, it's boring. So, none of the stuff we've had is anything like the other place, where everything has its own identity. We did try to open a Starlite in Amesbury.
How did that go?
Amesbury's a tough town. I live there. I love it. It's just there's not a lot of foot traffic. Yeah. And it's not like Newburyport where there are people just all the time, no matter if there's a blizzard or not, there are going to be people walking around.
So there's a lot of people out there that have this great interest in opening a restaurant or a bar. First, would you suggest to people that, that's a great idea, go ahead and do that? And if you do think it's a good idea to do this, what are some key points of advice, like these 3 things must happen?
I think one, for people who've never worked in a restaurant or a bar, please, you shouldn't. At least go in and try it out for a while. That shock value of, holy, this is what's happening. Yeah. 2 is really to get amazing.
Get further into that shock value. Is it hectic?
It's, I honestly, it's one of the most hectic, most time consuming. Something's always going to happen. You got to be ready to roll with punches. You got to be able to literally let it roll off your back as well. It's hard. You'll come in one day and be like, all right, this is it. They used to start laughing at me because I'd be wearing dresses to work, and they're like, you shouldn't have worn a dress today, because next thing you know, the ice machine's broken. Yep. Yeah, I'm on the roof trying to fix a fan. It's hard, and it's
So are you putting in just 40 hours? And
no,
that's
God,
it.
no. Come on, that's
what do you mean,
true.
God, no?
God bless. 40 hours is a good week.
That's
40
a good
hours
week.
Is
that
a good
happens,
week.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely, it can. I mean, now I'm removed from the kitchen. I'm not in there elbow to elbow with everybody anymore. But I'm still at 50. Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Wow. Let's go back to the Trina's in Amesbury.
Yeah.
Now, you open the spot.
Yep.
Is there momentum at first?
Yeah, absolutely. There's always momentum when you first open.
Right.
Everybody wants to come. Everyone wants to see it. And there was still momentum, but it was not self-sustaining to make it.
At what point do you go from, oh, this is a tough time, to, oh, this is actually failure right now. This isn't going to work. It's a bad idea to keep this going. How do you come to that realization? Who are you talking to?
Well, I mean, honestly, it was really hard. I'm not crying, I'm just a little.
Was it
Just kidding.
depressing? Were you?
It was
you struggled
depressing.
with
I
it,
think
yeah.
you feel like you do. You feel like you failed. You feel like you failed yourself. You feel like you failed the community. More importantly, you feel like you failed the staff, who has become family and that we love so much. But I think the writing on the wall is when you're about to hit your slower period, and you didn't even really get a really great fast period, like a really busy period. And it was like, all right, that's going to come around in a couple months. We might not make it through there. So instead of pulling in, and I think this is where you have to in business decide the difference is, are you going to put your own money down and maybe not see it back, or are you going to just cut ties and whatnot?
Yeah.
So we had hard discussions. We had some business partners that owned the building as well. And ultimately we were like, this is just, it's not going to work for us. And they stepped back and they kept the name for a while.
Yep.
And then they found Sean Toomey, who is amazing. He has Crave, and he stepped in there right before the pandemic.
Oh,
yeah. And then the pandemic happened. So honestly, I think we were smart, because if we had stayed there and then the pandemic happened, who knows?
So that was that was a hard time. That was a crying day when you said this.
It was a crying day.
Yeah.
It was hard.
Have you grown through this experience where now you're comfortable with it?
Yeah. Absolutely. I was just kidding. It really wasn't crying.
I'm just checking here,
Yeah, no. I think definitely. I think it made us all realize that
you're not untouchable.
We're not untouchable.
Failure is a real thing.
And it's also okay to fail.
Yeah.
Like that was
it's
the other
humbling.
thing. We'd never failed at any of this, and then it was like,
look at this. It's called failure.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's a bitter, hard pill to swallow, but it happens, and it happens to a lot of people.
Yeah,
I think
course.
Us getting out at the right time made it not be devastating.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not failing, you're not trying. So
that's true. Amen.
So what would you say that it is about the Paddle Inn here, this particular restaurant, because that's the one I know the best, in your head that really differentiates it from the others in the market here? Why would you say that people go there?
I think people go there 100% because of our hospitality.
Yeah.
Our staff is amazing. We just have 100% the best staff around.
Yeah.
And I mean that in every restaurant we have too. Like we literally will wait.
How are you finding the best people around? Others are
right
like,
now it's really hard because it's hard to find anybody, but we will wait. And the staff is so much of a family in every place that they'll wait for the right person too. They'll all pick up an extra shift rather than just bring someone on that they aren't 100% on or doesn't really mesh.
Suzi, I don't know about that dude.
Exactly. And
doesn't fit the vibe. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And you can tell during
so your
interviews.
Hospitality is standoutish there, and I know people say this all the time. Like you go in there and you just feel immediately comfortable. You're in your own welcomed space, right?
That's awesome.
What else is it that is a reason that somebody might feel that the Paddle Inn?
Oh, the food and drink is outstanding. Yeah. It's outstanding.
People freak out about the food. Are you cooking it?
No.
Who's cooking the food there? People go nuts for it.
Yeah, it's super good.
I go on the page and I look at the people that tag you, and I'm like, is that real? Is that real?
Yeah.
That's what these people are saying? It's incredible.
The food is great. We have super talented chefs, Pam and Zach King. They're a married couple, and they come in and crush it. Like we barely talk about things, they just are absolutely talented.
Yeah. It seems like it.
Yeah.
That's great.
I know.
So we got the hospitality, we got the food. I know that it does go beyond that for one more tier that I see. Do you have one more thing that you would say is?
The drinks? Are we going there?
We did the drinks and the food. I'm putting that all together.
Oh, okay.
And then we have the hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something else that I think is valuable about the Paddle Inn.
What?
The atmosphere.
The atmosphere,
Yeah.
Right. Everyone is having fun.
Down to the
our staff gets along.
Artwork, just the overall look, the decor of the place.
Absolutely.
That's valuable.
Yeah, absolutely.
'Cause to me, I walk in, I'm like, oh, all right, I get these people.
Yeah.
That's what I want. So to me, maybe that's what clicks.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all about the community. And, and the vibe is definitely that surf vibe, that beach surf vibe, which, you
sometimes there's a record player over there spinning.
We spin vinyl.
Walk in and like Tribe Called Quest will be playing. I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
Look at you. Now, in my intro, I said you were an executor of enrichment.
Okay.
Did you catch that?
I did. And
all
I
right,
was like,
so,
what? Where are we going with that?
Well, do you feel that your establishment here and in the other locations in those cities, that it actually enriches the community? Is it a positive thing for the community?
Oh yeah, I think so. 100%. We really do try to connect with the community. We try to do whatever we can for the community. Especially, I would say Starlite has gone above and beyond everything they've done for every cause they believe in.
Yeah,
it's amazing. And people rally in force around everything. So yeah, very proud of all of them. Yeah,
I like that about you.
Thanks, boo.
Yeah. So when we think about locations, how do you go about choosing them? What's the process there? What's the recipe for the perfect location?
That would have to be my business partners, Bo Sturm and Josh Childs. The first one they found in Somerville, which is Starlite / Parlor, was the old Abbey Lounge. There used to be a music venue that everybody knew, and it was just smack dab in the right area, right outside of Major Square and Cambridge. And it's all about location.
Yeah.
Yep.
Triple location.
It's
always
absolutely
3 times. Yeah.
It is. You have to, right?
I know.
4, it's a little overwhelming.
It might be.
Yeah.
Come on already. I get it.
Just get over it. Yeah. But yeah, so that's, and Paddle Inn's right in State Street. It's right in downtown Newburyport. You can't get better than that.
No, I don't believe that you can.
No. And then Audubon's in Fenway.
It's in Fenway?
Well, it's in the Fenway area.
Okay.
It's off Beacon. It's off, which makes it even better because it's a better bar to hang out at,
it's
with the Red Sox.
Yeah.
It's still busy, but you don't you're not getting that people throwing up on you and stuff.
Yeah, right on the sign. It's like a less vomit scene.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. People are gross, but yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can I give you a gift, Susie?
Sure. What is it?
Well, I'm going to give you the gift. You can open it and experience the surprise.
Okay. Sure, absolutely. I'm like, ooh. It's not gonna.
Oh no, it's not. It's no tricks. I don't do tricks here.
Could you imagine?
This is trickless.
I'm out
no
of here.
Snakes. Just open that up and let's get right into it. Let's see what's in there. Come on and enjoy your life. Hat. Oh yeah.
Should we tell them that my fiance actually brews this?
That's
beer.
right. Christian, oh by golly, the man behind the most
buddy.
delicious beer on the scene. Also behind that right there, the Tio
Roberto is my favorite beer he's done in so long.
Oh, yeah,
it's so good.
That's what I've been getting into. Look at this here. It's one of my friends, Aldous Collins, a musician and artist from South Shore, Massachusetts. That's his work right there. And now it's on a shirt.
Oh, my God.
And it's for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah, go. Let's go.
All right.
This is good.
All right, more.
There it is. And enjoy your life.
It's so
tank
hot, too,
top.
so tank tops are going to be great.
Yeah, there you
How's
go.
that? Beer's selling. Everybody who talks to me is like, that
beer
beer is out of freaking control.
Oh,
the Van Van's good, too. Yeah.
Far better than expected, I believe. There we have a Levia t-shirt. They were here recently. Social seltzer creators. Super nice people.
Ooh,
I love them. They know that.
The good kind of seltzer.
Yeah. There you have an Enjoy Your Life buff. When you're out on the boat and you want to cover your neck.
With the little neck gaiter?
Yeah, there you go.
I was like,
neck
what's
gaiter.
Buff? I got a little nervous. I'm like, Buff.
It's a tank top for the brew man.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes.
I don't know if that's his size, but that was my hope.
No,
Might be one
good.
big.
It's good.
Yeah.
He'll wear it.
What a nice guy.
Goodness.
Yeah. What do we have here? That's an Enjoy Your Life t-shirt. For someone you love in your life. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait, man.
Yeah.
This is great. I have to do laundry for like a week and a half. Awesome. Yeah.
I'm feeding you my music.
I love it. Goes right in the car.
Yeah.
For all those days when the sun is out.
Was that a nice experience?
That was
Opening
awesome.
a gift?
Thank you so much. I
right.
appreciate it. I can't wait to be like, Christian, I got your beer. He'll be like, oh, all right.
I knew that's going on
this
there.
one went first out of the house. So.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, it's a little hot. I'm going to take that off.
Yeah, you can't have a hat on right now.
You guys, it's summer.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a summer heat wave.
So let's get to know you as the human here, the regular person. What kind of music do you listen to, Suzi? What's your middle name, Suzi?
It's Lee.
Suzi Lee.
Suzi Lee.
Suzi Lee. Do you have a nickname? Like, should I be calling you something else?
Sue, Q. Q is what
Q?
my family calls me, or my sister does.
Because
and
of Suzi Q?
Because of Suzi Q.
People call you Q.
Yeah.
Hi, Q.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so what kind of music do you listen to, Q?
I listen to almost everything. To tell you the truth, I don't have one thing. I'm not
Give me
that
some
person.
that kind of have they're consistently there as time goes by.
As time goes by, or like what I'm listening to right now. Right now, on the way over here, I was listening to new Dinosaur Jr. album, which I loved.
I know people love that. I don't know much about it.
It's so good. Kurt Vile's doing like the writing with them, and it's just really good. It's
you know more than I do.
But yeah, well, that's okay. I mean,
I'm comfortable with it.
Exactly right. Yeah, exactly. I love Wilco.
Wilco, yeah, some
One of
good
my
ones
faves.
there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then car seat headrest I've been digging on lately too.
Car seat headrest?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Check it out.
I will.
It's got a good beat. I love it.
It's got a good beat.
I think for music, for me, it has to have more of a beat. I'm not like the vocals are great, but it like when I'm listening, it's in the background.
Yeah. Are you a dancing type? You're at the party?
God, no.
No dancing.
No.
Backs
I'm the one
against
that's
the wall.
like, yeah,
You're like,
tapping my feet.
Yeah.
I'm a watcher.
Yeah, a great observer.
Yeah,
like a Larry David or a Seinfeld
there
type.
You go. Yeah, absolutely. I'm cracking jokes in the corner.
That's right. Oh, look at this guy over here. So do you like to travel?
I love traveling.
What are the most desired destinations for you?
For now, right now, I really want to go to Croatia.
You want to go to Croatia?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's on top of my list.
Because of the beaches? Why?
Just because I haven't been there.
You haven't been there?
No.
So you're the type, you want to go to new places,
I want to go to new places.
New ways of living,
Absolutely.
new norms, new societies, like come out of there like with a new experience
Absolutely.
and maybe even alters and makes you more comfortable back at home.
Right. Exactly. I don't know about comfortable back at home, but like it makes me a little jealous. I'm like, that's how they live?
Damn, that's what's going on over there.
But life is way too short. Like I'll have friends be like, well, let's go back to that. And I'm like, oh, or we could go there.
Yeah.
You know, we've never been there. That's all what I always say. So
I'm always somewhere between like life is too short and like life's actually pretty long. You know, like it might seem like it went by fast when you look back at it, but it's a pretty long thing going on.
I still have a big track.
Assuming you make it the average length of the life of a human.
You know, knock on everything.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Knock on this. Seems to be plastic table underneath this.
We'll pretend that bamboo works. It'll be fine.
So, are you? I know you're passionate about cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Are you passionate about dining out at other restaurants, like the dining experience? Like,
Absolutely.
There's a new spot. I want to go there and see what it's like.
Absolutely. I never go to a new spot for a while. I like to give them some time to work out the kinks because I don't think it's fair.
You don't want to pass the judgment
I don't
on
want
the
to pass
first
the
few
judgment.
weeks there.
No, you know, and it's hard.
That's the kind of steak they're trying to give me. What's happening here?
Exactly.
Okay.
I love eating out and I love experiences. I love every kind of thing too. Like I love like barbecue sitting outside at a picnic table all the way to fine dining. Like there's not a lot that I don't love.
Right on.
I like to try everything and
So you hear of a great spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like an hour and 45 minutes away. That's like, yeah, I'll go check that place.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how it works in
if
that
I keep
world,
hearing
right?
about it repeatedly, I'm like, all right, let's
we
do
gotta
it.
make this trip.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Portland's like about an hour and change from here, you know, and
that's a nice that drive's
great.
Fine. And then Portland is amazing. I love
so
Portland.
amazing, and the food scene
Portland,
is
Maine.
amazing. Yeah.
Yep.
Not sure I would drive to Portland, Oregon.
No, but you know, people are from all around the world.
That is
here,
true. That is true.
like, okay, so
You're like,
to make
get
that
it
a little
together.
clear, I'm
Sorry.
sure there's wonderful
Sorry.
dining in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, just not an overnight trip.
So, as all of this goes on, and there's been some wild obstacles and struggles and challenges, how do you maintain focus? Like, how are you motivated, and how do you keep it going? Where are you drawing it from this drive? I'm assuming you're not like laying down on the floor and everyone's doing everything and you're like, I can't take it, and everyone's doing all the work, right? Am I accurate with that assumption?
Could you imagine? That would be pretty awesome.
You go into you walk in to paddle in, and like, oh,
there she is again.
Yo, Q, get off the floor. At least like roll into the closet or something.
Exactly. There's guests
right
here.
in the hallway.
Yeah, I just think, I don't know. I've always had a strong work ethic, but I just love what I do. And I think that's one thing that like keeps me going. Like there's not too many, I mean, nobody wakes up and is like, woohoo, I get to go to work again today, you know, like nobody.
Yeah, I have to be somewhere at this time.
Exactly.
And I have to do something when I get there.
Exactly. And you know, hopefully someone will call out and something will break. Yay.
Can't wait for the curveballs to come today.
Exactly.
Sounds great, Johnny. Yeah.
But you know, I enjoy going to work, you know, and I'd say 95% of the time I'm like, okay, here we go.
So
heading into work.
This motivation, this fire, it comes from within.
It totally comes from within, yeah.
You're not like sitting at home watching some motivational videos.
No, if I need it.
I really want to cook now.
No, exactly. Yeah. No, if I need it though, you know, we have a tight-knit group, and you know,
You'll
business
lean
partners.
On them.
Yeah, and I'll call Emma and be like, Emma, and she'll be like, I know, I get it, girl, but it'll be okay. Me. Yes.
Yeah.
And then that starts slowly playing in the background.
Yeah,
exactly. It's
so good.
It is, and especially ones that you get to work with all the time.
Yeah. And ones that are open and accepting of your emotions without judgment, that are going to talk to you and be like, oh my gosh,
especially,
yes, of course,
you know,
I know
I'm a
the
chef,
feeling.
And I'm, you know, I'm a chef at heart, and you know, I have that streak of chefdom, and they've accepted that of me, and they get it, and they always like, well, that's just Q. I'm like, that's how, you know, that's how families are.
So outside of wanting your customers to have a good experience, so you're kind to them while you're there, do you actually care about people?
Oh yeah,
you do.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like, I love when they come in. I'm like, whatever happened, you know, with the dog that you were looking for, or, you know, like I really
you get to know them. You remember their names as best as you can.
I'm a face person. I'm not so much
a face person.
A name person.
So you struggled through the last year and a half because you really had to just look at the eyes.
Exactly, like we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like, who is that? Yeah. So yeah, you know, or voices.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do.
You care about people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I 100%. I like people. I like being around people. I'm a people person. So
when you're out there being a people person, let's say you're driving and you have to get gas, and you're like, oh gosh, I would love myself organic orange juice right now. I'm gonna run in and get one. And you go in, you go to the thing, you look for it, and you're like, oh, there it is. And then you go to the counter and you put it on the counter. Easily, this transaction can be the following. And nothing is said, right? The money, the amount comes up on the screen over here. You put it there. Or you can turn this into a moment that will make somebody's day brighter, and in turn make your own even brighter by communication. And say something like, how you doing today? Oh my gosh, I love those earrings. How much? Oh, thank you. Have the best day. I take you for the kind of person that would, if you looked at someone, you're like, I like that shirt. At the cash register, you'd tell them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I try, and I think most people, I try at least one day to give someone a compliment, because it really is those little things throughout the day that make, you know, brighten that experience for them.
Yes.
You know?
So hold on, you've actually
don't get me wrong. I've had road rage before.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
But I mean, it happens.
But you have consciously sat there and thought, I'm going to be sure that I compliment one person today.
Yeah.
I love you. You know that?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think I've said that a few times already. But yes, my friends and I, when we're traveling, playing music, we play the compliment game.
Do you really?
That's awesome. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Whoever you get in a conversation with, however it happens, you gotta stick in a compliment, but it has to be genuine. It can't be
Right,
something.
right. It can't just
gotta
be because
like,
you're freaking
oh,
out.
dude, I love that T-shirt.
Right.
I have to do it. Yeah, we play that. It's really good.
That's
it's
awesome.
a positive thing.
It's such a positive thing.
Yeah. So I
And
love
yeah.
you for considering complimenting people. Who does that? You do.
You know, yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's
and
who
other
you
people,
are, Suzi.
and you forget, like when you get a compliment out, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
thanks. This
well,
old
thank
thing, you know, like whatever. Or like, oh, I just bought it, or whatever it
Should've
is.
put complimenter in the intro.
Yeah, could you just
Yeah.
redo this whole thing?
Yeah.
Let's start from the beginning.
So amidst this beautiful life of compliments and loving family and restaurants and everything, not considering work world, what are you afraid of? What scares you? Like when you're going to sleep at night and you're having thoughts, and they're not about like the success or failure of a business or who forgot to order the hamburgers and this stuff. What are you afraid of? Comfortable talking about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I think, and you know, I've kind of already just touched on it. I think my biggest fear in life is just it ending.
It ending.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's like the worst part about this, like, not to sound a lot like you, but this beautiful life that we like live is that it has to end at some point.
Are you telling me, Suzi, that I just want to understand that you're spending some of your time thinking about how bad it's going to be that life eventually ends?
I don't think it's a lot of time, but like if, you know, if I
So
had
you're
to be
afraid
honest
of
about
death?
yeah, I'm
More
afraid
so.
of death.
You're
Yeah.
afraid of death.
Yeah. I guess I'm more saddened by death.
Saddened by death, because life
Yeah.
is really good. Like I
Yeah,
want it
life
to
is
be
great.
longer. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Right?
Yes.
You know, once they figure out how to get us there, I'm going to be the first to sign up. Be like, give me 20
Give it
more.
me. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, 168, whatever, 212. We'll do this. It's cool
yeah.
with me.
Yeah.
You're gray and pieces of you have fallen off. Who cares? Still here. I like that. So afraid of dying. Okay.
Just took a dark turn. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, that's. I thought it was so good. I like this question. Do you actually think that world peace is an option? Is it something that could become? I know everything is possible. And
That it could absolutely could it be obtained, you mean?
Yeah. You think people
No.
could all like each other?
No.
And why do you think that is? Simply put, please.
I think people are just way too different. I think that
So it's differences.
it's differences.
So it's more so an issue of acceptance of differences.
I think on a smaller level, I think on the bigger level, there's a lot of politics, and I think there's a lot of greed.
So, okay.
We could do this all night.
So on top of that, it would be the ultimate thing would be that people aren't concerned with peace. It's not on the list.
And I think a lot of people are selfish, and a lot of people, you know, I mean, we kind of went through this pandemic in that world of seeing that some people didn't want to wear masks because they thought it was ridiculous, but instead of wearing it for other people, they just wouldn't wear it. You know, like to me, that's so selfish, and it's like, that's the stuff that could start wars, you know, like it did. And I'm sure a lot of places, you know, Walmart was an iffy one, you know, for sure.
There's wars going on in Walmart.
I'm sure there were. Come on.
Walmart in Seabrook, New Hampshire. I'm sorry, Seabrook viewers, is a unique place.
It is.
Dude. Here's a relatively controversial topic.
Oh, this will be fun.
It's not really, though.
Okay.
I don't do that stuff. Is the customer always right? As far as the customer knows when they're leaving the building.
I think is the customer is always right, or are you going to help the customer have a great experience, are two different things.
Okay. So in your head, you approach a situation, and you've already determined this customer is not right. They're wrong, but I am going to take action, even though this behavior is out of hand. I'm gonna make it good. I'm gonna make the situation all right and make them feel good because I want them to leave here and say nice things about it.
Absolutely. I mean, that's why we're here, is to make sure that they're having a good time. And that goes along the lines of, my steak wasn't cooked to medium rare when it was 100% a medium rare, but in their head, a medium rare is actually like a well done. You know what I mean?
Then it's just
right.
They're not
then
a
it's
chef.
just like, okay, well, how did you want
consumer.
it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So then you fix it and you just find things that'll make them happy without going crazy. Now, if the customer belittles or my staff.
My next question, you got it.
Yeah.
When does it turn over where this no longer?
Or if they're making a
concern?
scene and disrupting other people's time, then I politely ask them to leave.
How often does such thing happen? Let's say here in Newburyport that you've had to say, aside from just like drunken, like you're clearly a young kid that somehow walked into here and you're a disaster of a human. How, aside from alcohol being involved, how
Usually
many times have you had to take a quote unquote adult and say, yeah, this is over. You can go now. Don't worry about the bill. Does that happen?
Yes, it's happened a couple times. Absolutely.
Do you think we should change the saying to the customer is often wrong, comma, but make them think they're right, period?
I think, again, if it doesn't get to that detrimental stage, like, all right. And, it's a good way to be like, oh, okay, well, here in the restaurant, we cook our medium rare with the, cool center. Like, there it is. Yeah. It doesn't have to get a battle. And,
No, never.
And, I think that's
in the training from the top
absolutely.
down, or in the natural personality of
the people,
the server,
right, absolutely,
the waiter, waitress.
Yeah.
All right. We just came through this wild year and a half here of whatever was going on in the world. Now, you, like myself, you see these beautiful things. You like to go see the bright in a situation, right? You look on the bright side of things. I could see it in your eye, right? Yeah. So we're out of this now. Are there any sort of benefits that now exist as a result of that happening? Well, because of that, this was allowed to happen, and now this remains.
I think a couple things. One, we at the Paddle Inn got outdoor seating, and also in Somerville.
Never going away.
It's never going away up here.
Ever going away.
Well,
no.
I swear. Nope. I know. Well, we're gonna fight real hard.
That's
if
not
they try.
Leaving.
It's not, and it's great, and it's made the town. It looks so good, and people feel great about walking around. It's like, instead of having these closed doors, people see that it's a vibrant, actual community. It's so amazing.
Yes.
And everyone's
never
happier.
Leaving.
I know.
It's awesome.
I know.
There's no chance
it's so
of it
awesome.
going away.
Yeah. And I think there's an appreciation too that a lot of people have.
Yeah.
That they didn't realize how easy it was, and now after being in a year of locked away or having to change their habits or the laws or the rules every week, it's like, okay, well, we had it really good.
Yeah.
We had it really good.
Did you have points throughout where you struggled as a result of not really seeing people? Are you one of these types of individuals that you were like, man, I'm kind of fading out into weird thought land because I'm not seeing people and talking to them? And this is sad. Or were you like, wow, it's really good to have all this time for self-reflection and finding inner peace and meditation?
I'm one of those people that could definitely stay in the house a couple days without having to see anybody. Yeah, for sure. But after a while, I do get a little stir crazy. So I did the 3 weeks when we were shut down, and thank God for Zoom and FaceTime and all that. Yeah. Because Christian did he went and kept brewing because he was the only person there. So I'd be by myself, and it was like, okay, when he got home, I was like, ooh, I cooked like a 4-course meal. And he was like, I really like this. And I was like, I don't. Yeah. But yeah.
Enjoy while it lasts.
Exactly. Yeah. He told me, he was like, it's probably not right. He's like, I just wish you'd make America great again. I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, and during COVID when you cooked for me every night. I was like, oh, okay, I see. I got it. And he's like, yeah, those were good times.
But look at him.
Yeah, he's a smart one. But yeah, no, I think I was, much better when I was able to be around people. And slowly
I think you're
it happened.
great right now. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And this is actually, we pass each other on the street, but the first time that we've had a conversation, I believe.
Right,
I'm accurate in saying that.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm your friend.
Yeah.
Isn't that good?
It's
You
great
see how that
feeling.
works?
Yeah.
Because that
All
can
it is
happen.
is a conversation.
There's no strangers out there. I'm always saying this. All the strangers stayed home today, folks. These are your friends around you. And
That's
then all of a
true.
sudden you just look at people like, that's my pal over there.
You're like, he gave me a compliment.
What's up? Yeah. So what's next for you? What's exciting? What's the new project? There's a whole lot of
it's a lot.
chitter chatter and excitement and pro, anti. Oh, what's going on?
Oh, so we, during the pandemic, started talking with our friends, the folks at the cottage on Plum Island, which is awesome.
I love them. Those are my people.
Vince and Jeff and Marianne.
Yeah, so we're saying it. Yeah,
Jen,
love you.
love you.
Yeah, go
they are awesome, and they've been friends, but then they were working on a project that just wasn't going the way they wanted. So they were talking to Bo about it, and then all of a sudden, next thing I know, we are doing a project with them. So
wow.
Yeah. And it's going to be probably one of the biggest projects we've done seat-wise. Right as you come over the island, there was an old gas station.
So we're coming from Newburyport downtown, heading out to Plum Island in Newbury. You come over the bridge, and right as you come into pretty much one of the best places anywhere, immediately
It's
on the left-hand side
Yep.
at that first light is going to be
the Sunset Club. Bum, bum, bum.
No,
it's so going to be so awesome. And for those people who don't know, Plum Island is literally one of my favorite places. Embarrassingly enough, I didn't know that Newburyport was here. I used to come up to go to Plum Island because I would come off the highway.
And you take that back.
Yeah, back way. I didn't know Newburyport was here until Bo was like, well, come up. And I was like, holy crap.
Like, wow, it was like
this is such
a
a cool
quarter of a
town.
mile that way.
Yeah. But it's great. It's gonna be like a very cool, chill beach vibe.
Let's get back to the seating. You were saying something about tons of seating.
So there's gonna be tons of seating. There's gonna be like 164 seats.
Is it predominantly like an outside experience?
It is predominantly outside. There is a barn that we've converted. There's a bar and then some tables, and then a 20-foot window where you can see the sunset. Because that is the best.
Right
that
there.
is the best sunset,
yes.
you guys. I don't know where am I supposed to look. Hi, best sunset ever.
Right now, that's the best sunset. Yes. No, it's incredible right there.
It's insane.
So on the inside, it's like how many seats? 20?
I don't know offhand.
Okay.
Because now that all the mandates have gone off, instead of we're going to put more stuff in, obviously.
So we're outside. There's tables. There's umbrellas. There's a super cool fence operation going on around it. I see that the curbing, even on the exterior of it, is updated and really nice.
Yep.
I'm sure you didn't have to do that, and you did, and that's great.
Yeah, it's because you needed it to look good.
Yeah.
There's pylons that kind of separate. It's going to be a lot of landscaping, and then there's going to be a fire pit with seating around it. Yeah.
Going to be people playing, these games where you throw things.
There is a whole section for games. No, you're not winning anything. I'm out there with a goldfish.
So is there going to be buckets of beer vibes and the coconut yada yada super beach drink situation?
I mean, it's going to be what we would want.
Yeah.
There's definitely going to be a frozen drink machine. You can bank on that.
You gonna have some super incredible vegan option for me?
Yeah, I always do everywhere.
I know you do.
Yeah. We always look out. I for 10 years I was a vegetarian, so I get that. I totally understand that. You're so welcome. We look out for our peeps.
I'm gonna go on the first day and be like, "What do you have that's vegan?"
And they'll be like, "Nothing."
And that thing better be perfect.
That's not cool.
On your accord, I'm not going to order any food until we're about a month into it. But I will go there for several drinks with all of my friends from here.
Awesome. Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm excited. I can't wait.
So in that process there, you kind of have to work with the city of Newbury. Is that what it is? Town of Newbury? And that's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is it ultimately the same as working with the city of Newburyport, or is it a little Are there similarities, or is it a little more like easier there?
A little bit different, because I don't think they've have a lot of projects that have been like this. So it's more of everyone trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But everyone has been super helpful, and you know, the overall feedback we get is that everybody in the area is super, super excited about it.
Yeah.
And they're ready for something new, and they're ready to bring more stuff to the island so that people will stay on the island. And
I hear only the best things.
oh, good.
Yeah. No, because
Good.
that's what it's going to be.
Awesome.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
there's always like
incredible.
one or two people that,
Yeah,
you know.
well, I can't really hear them. That's what I say. I hear.
You're like, what? I can't hear you.
Only the best things. You can listen. You hear it.
That's true. Two different things.
Let me tell you this.
Okay.
Right? So, 2 reasons that I personally, over the telephone and over a message, asked you to come here.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
2 reasons. First reason,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, you have like ideas and thoughts and passions, things that you naturally want to do, right? Like this, I feel good when I do this. And you don't dismiss them because it doesn't seem like a reality of how to create a living in this world. You act on them, and you take your passion for cooking, and it takes you into this whole world of being a chef and then owning restaurants, and you've created a credible, sustainable world because you took the things that your ideas in your head and your passions and acted on them. It takes a certain character, a certain individual to take those steps, put themselves out there, act on their own ideas, and succeed in it. I love you for doing that. You
Thank
could
you.
have not done that and passively made your way through life. But you took the risk and followed your heart and your passion. You assume people think these things about you. As we get older, compliments, they're less said, and we just talked about compliments, but I'm comfortable to tell you that. Oh my gosh,
Thank
it makes
you.
me happy
That's
that you
awesome.
have done this.
Appreciate it.
Second thing,
Yes.
I said there was 2, right?
Yeah.
The second thing, kidding. The second thing is that as this goes on and you're having these successes and your life is working out and you are going about your day-to-day life, and in your actions, in every way, you're a good person. You don't have to be. It seems natural to you. You don't have to be a good person, and you are. That is not to be overlooked. I appreciate the positive impact that you have on the people that are around you and on the community. That is wonderful. That's the second reason.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
Isn't
awesome.
that sweet?
That was very sweet.
Yeah.
That's
I mean it,
perfect.
though. I really do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How about this? Want to play a game?
Oh,
You like games?
yeah, let's play a game.
Here
What
we
is
go.
it?
Here's the game. The
Okay.
game is Suzi Q. This is the game. It's called Fast, Fun, and Not So Smart. Okay?
Oh, geez. Okay, well, that's about me.
Here
that's
we go.
right up
So
my
it's
alley.
fast because I'm going to make it seem like it's fast, like something's going on. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Yeah.
And it's fun because that's what we do. We have fun.
Okay.
We
All right.
might as well. And it's not so smart because you're not really going to have well thought out answers.
Okay.
You're just
All
going to say them. It's just whatever comes. Whatever comes. That's it. And then we'll cut out the little pieces and make you look crazy
Is this
after.
like Family Feud? You seriously are going to just tie them together?
Never am I going to do that.
That would be amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Why is she talking about an apple dancing?
I would never spend my time making you look a little weird. Okay.
You don't have to. I've got plenty of.
Here we go. It's fast, fun, and not so smart with Suzi Maitland. All right. Skiing or surfing? Starting easy.
Skiing.
Skiing. Prime rib or kale salad?
Prime rib.
Do you love dogs?
Yes,
Do you love cats?
absolutely.
Yeah. If you had to eliminate one state in the United States of America, what state would you choose to eliminate Suzi Maitland?
Oh God, that's horrible. It's
Isn't
a horrible
it?
question.
It is so bad. It's
going
not
with,
like
I'm
me.
going with North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Sorry, I don't know anybody from North Dakota. Does it work?
Aside from your own, what is your favorite restaurant in Newburyport, Massachusetts?
Oh God, there's so many.
People are going to be upset with
I know.
you
I'm
for
like,
this
that's
one.
so rude. road.
Yeah, all right. 2 in a row that are kind of a trap.
You're such
Kind of a trap.
jerk.
She's not going to do it.
I'm going to say Brian.
Ooh, we love you, Nancy. Yes, and on to the next. Here we go. Are you happy with your position in life?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you happy that you came here today?
Absolutely.
When it comes to having drinks, are you going to have one drink, or is it more so in the line of 6 to 10?
6 to 10,
Yeah,
easily. Yeah.
The music's getting louder. Is there some 90s hip-hop involved?
Sometimes, yeah, absolutely. Exactly.
That's the whole game.
Oh, that was good. That was a good one.
I don't really work on it too much,
Okay.
but I enjoy that part there.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's usually like, I've said this before, it's kind of like a C+, that game. But you made it better. You moved it up to a B-.
I love that you're like, all right, here's a game I'm going to create. I'm not going for anything
Well, it would
over
take
a
some
C+.
great effort to make it. Yeah.
All right.
And I'm more so interested in the real human of Suzi than my game.
Okay. I appreciate that.
But I like the game.
But you're like, but I like to clap.
Sometimes C+
I
is
like
good.
to make the game fun. Gotcha.
What's going on here? Why is this guy clapping? What's happening? I don't think anyone's saying that. Who do you want to give some love to? Do you want to tell that you love them? I love my family.
I do love my family. Hello, family. If you're out there.
Wow,
Hi,
look at
Robin.
you.
Hi, Michael. Hi, Mark and Lex. Hi, Kelly and Greg. Hey, Lennon and Jerry. There we go.
Dasher and Dancer, Prancer and Vixen.
Yeah, absolutely. I love my family. They are
You
all
do.
everywhere, and it's been a long time since I've seen all of them. So
Let's talk about how we connect with you on the social media platforms. Where do you want people to connect with your operations or with you on, let's just say, Instagram?
Oh, Instagram.
Yeah.
So it's at the Paddle Inn.
At the Paddle Inn.
Mm-hmm.
2 Ns.
2 Ns. Yeah, 2 Ns.
So you gotta clarify that sometimes.
At the Paddle
find
Inn,
you.
2 Ns, and then at Trina's Starlite, only 1 S in between. Trina's Starlite.
So it's Trina Starlite.
Mm-hmm. And it's LITE.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wow.
those are big ones. And then the new one is at. It's so new, I don't even know.
Sunset Club?
I think PI.
PI
Yeah.
Sunset Club?
I think it's Sunset Club _PI, I think.
The underscore's in there.
You know,
What?
we get fancy.
Wait,
The
can we talk
more
about
we get
when that is
fancy.
going to open? What, did we say that? Is there a
don't
projected
know.
date? Okay, that's fair.
You know,
That's fair. I
our kitchen
respect that.
container is getting dropped sometime next week, but after that, it's got to
This
get
place
connected.
is going to be so hip.
It's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
It's, you know, we always laugh. We're like, oh, great, another place that we built that we want to hang out in, but it's work.
Here's my next question. You have outlets outside the other tables?
No.
It can't be my home office?
No.
Oh,
Unfortunately, no. The Paddle Inn and on Starlight all have it underneath, but not this one.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I feel great. Do you?
I feel great.
All right.
Awesome.
Is there anything else you feel like, wow, he should have mentioned this and he didn't? I was the chef of the year in Boston in 2013, and
No,
this dude didn't even bring it up.
Nope.
It's one of my major accomplishments. None of that.
I don't like to bring up stuff like that.
You don't want to bring it up.
No. And I was
She
never.
has a long list of incredible things that she does and has done, and I've chosen to not bring up that list because I think it is obvious. That's all.
No.
Yeah.
I've had a good life.
You have.
I've had a good career. I have good family and friends, and that's what really matters.
I've had a good time with you.
I've had a great
How
time
about
with
this? I used to do this a lot. You have a quote, a certain quote that has
Oh.
always resonated with you? A quote.
you. No.
You don't. That's fine.
No.
That's probably the
You're
best
like,
answer.
absolutely
It's so
not.
much better than you just saying something that you're not really cool with. Well,
No.
that's it.
No, I think the one thing I would say is, and it was something I got from another owner of another restaurant, which is onwards and upwards. And that's
Onwards
what
and upwards.
onwards and upwards.
What else are we going to do? Backwards and downwards?
Yeah.
That's
But some
not
people,
good.
you know, if you're
I
just
know,
like
I
this,
know.
onwards and upwards, man.
That's
We're out.
right. Yeah. Nothing matters. Tomorrow comes. Make today your tomorrow's good old days.
I had to really think about that.
I
Today
think
is
that
tomorrow.
makes sense. That works, I promise. That's it. It's Suzi Maitland, super incredible
Thanks.
human being right there. This is Offering Something. I'm your host, Michael Bernier. I got to give a lot of love to our sponsors at Enjoy Your Life brand. You got to check them out. everything at Enjoy Your Life brand. Also, so much love to Riverwalk Brewing Company. Today, especially to the brewers. Yeah! Check them out at Riverwalk Brewing Co. And to the Higher Education Music and Arts Festival, highereducationmusicfest.com. Remember to love yourself. Oh, by golly, you are exceptional. It's feel-good time. You decide how you feel. We're feeling so good. Yeah. Hit subscribe. I keep saying that, and I'd like it if you did. That's it, Susie. You feel good? You ready to sign out of here?
Yeah, absolutely.
So much peace and love to you.
Oh, thank you
I
very
hope when
much.
you see me in the street that you say hello.
What if I didn't? Just duck and cover.
Like, oh, gosh,
No,
whatever
awesome.
happened over there.
Of course I will. Big hugs all the time.
You are too
Awesome.
nice. Well, that is it, my friends. This is Offering Something, and we love you. Yeah.
Bye.